Hello, it's Vicky here again. And since we met last time, I was practicing with some colors for my Pear. And at the first, I was not happy with this color. So I tried some others. And, but I finally settled on a few colors. So now I'll finish up my Pear, which is going to go right here. And I'm going to be using the following colors: May green, lime green, spring green, apple green, white, and raw umber. The raw umber I was going to use for shading a little bit, and the white for blending. I looked at pears when I was in the store, and I really wasn't happy with any of these colors combinations here that I came up with. But I guess I'll have to live with these colors here. I'm not sure why I couldn't really find a color that I liked. I try to put my pencils in order that I'm going to use them on the Pear, and then just keep repeating them till I'm finished. When you're coloring your object, you can also leave some white space where you want your highlight to be. And sometimes I just like to leave the Pear a little bit lighter in that spot. But even if this is going to be a highlight area right here, when I blend it, I would blend the colors across that white space so it doesn't look quite so white. Now when I get to the right side of the Pear at the bottom here, I'm going to leave, put a little bit darker, a little bit more pressure there, so I have a spot that is going to be not quite in the light, because the light's coming from the left. So right here on the bottom, it wouldn't quite have so much light hitting it. Sometimes I find I leave the dark area a little bit too exact, like maybe exactly in half, or you could clearly tell where it's cut off. But I guess that's not quite how shadows happen. They're kind of gradual. If you found the perfect colors that you like for a Pear, please put it down in the comments section so I can try it. I tried several different greens and I just could never find a combination that I liked. before I put that green on the right side, I'm going to go over it lightly with some raw umber. Remember, you want to use the side of your pencil, not the point. If you do use the point, it can't scratch the paper. And kind of leave the impression where you went across with the pencil. Remember, the more teeth you want to reach at one time, you make the smallest circles to get the most teeth filled. And if you want a little larger circles, then you would be filling less of the tooth in the paper. And the reason I put the raw umber down before was so that it doesn't look like it's just like right on top of the pear. You can see it coming through the green. And if it doesn't seem to go in some of the teeth, you can rotate your pencil one way in a circle and then rotate it the other way in a circle and see if you get more coverage. So as I went up here, I rotated it clockwise. And then when I came down, I rotated it counterclockwise. And that seems to cover a little better. I broke my lead. Now I have to be careful that I don't dig this sharp point into my paper. I need to really lay it on its side. I still have some teeth exposed on this right side, so I could go over it with raw umber a little bit again to try to increase the shadow side a little darker. And then I could blend this green here and pull some of it into that white space so that it doesn't just look like it's a big white patch. And then I guess you could use masking fluid if you wanted to preserve that space there so you wouldn't color over it. Broke another pencil. I'm not doing too good with that lead today. And I could go around the pear and make it look like it has a boundary. Try to smooth it out a little bit around the edges. have to go around this smudge part. And my raw umber for the stem at the top of the pear. I could make one side a little lighter to show that's where the light's coming from. Make it a little darker on one side. And there's my pear for now. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And I'll see you next time to fill in